What's cracklin', everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list, where each episode we take a cereal, put it on the tier list, so you know how good it is. I'm your host, Tucker. In this episode, we're wrapping up round 3 of the Chex Check-in with peanut butter Chex. Now, most of the other flavored Chex we've done have managed to get a C, those flavors being honey nut, cinnamon, chocolate, and vanilla. But last episode, we did do blueberry Chex, and that ended up at a D. Not my favorite of the flavored Chex, obviously, and I think it is more of a blueberry not working for me as well in cereal thing than a true issue with the flavored Chex. So I think peanut butter has a chance to bring it back to that C, maybe higher, but probably going to get a C. We have had sort of peanut butter by itself and with chocolate show up all over the board. The only S we have is Reese's Puff, which obviously chocolate peanut butter. But then in the D, you do have the chocolate peanut butter corn pops and chocolate peanut butter Cheerios. So that didn't work quite as well. But then you still got like Nutter Butters in a C, or Captain Crunch Peanut Butter Crunch in an E, but that was more because of the intense hardness of the piece than necessarily the peanut butter flavor. So kind of been all over with peanut butter, but hopefully it can at least come back to the flavored Chex C range. But let's just see how it goes. Open this up. Oh no, very bad start to the opening. Okay, different bag than the others. Smells like peanut butter. Yeah, very much that sort of peanut butter cereal. I don't know why I struggled to say peanut butter. Sure. So it's a bit more subtle, the difference? Oh no. Give me a second. Okay. It's a bit more subtle a difference between the flavored side and the unflavored side with this one. And it looks like, oh, okay. I was going to say this looks like a corn check, not a rice check. This is a corn check, so that's interesting. All the other flavored Chex have been rice Chex based. So this one's a bit different. Corn Chex, again, reminder, was the highest at a C of the base Chex flavor. So we'll see how that really shakes things up as well. All right, now I'm extra curious about these. Okay. So, that peanut butter cannot say peanut butter right now, apparently. That peanut butter flavor, I think by itself, not bad, pretty just normal peanut butter stuff. But the corn Chex, because it's the strongest flavor of the base Chex flavors, I think is very present. And so having that like corn taste and peanut butter taste, not exactly meshing super well. I'll give it a few more bites to really say that for certain, but initially, I'm not sure that combination's working. I think I do stand by that statement that it doesn't mix super well, but I have sort of adjusted to it as I've been working through this. So that's at least good, but it is kind of a strong sort of shock at the beginning. And I can't tell for certain, but I think the corn taste is a little less present as it sort of begins to sagify. So that's sort of helping. I'm not sure this is going to be a strong flavored Chex though. Now let's see if the milk is picking up just the peanut butter taste or if it also is going to have some corn going on. I think there's still corn. If anything, almost more so than the peanut butter. Yeah, like, I think the piece was sort of a closer balance. The milk right now is tasting more heavily like the corn Chex than like the peanut butter, which is weird and not at all what I expected. So that makes me feel like I am mistasting it, but that is what I'm noticing. Yeah, like there is a bit of that peanut butter taste there, but it's oddly corn heavy. So that's a bit of a disappointment. Though, again, I do like corn Chex, just not sure I like them as much mixed with peanut butter flavor. I think my main takeaway here is they should have stuck with the rice base for these flavored Chex. So as you've gathered, this is not high on my list of Chex flavors, which is unfortunate because I like both these things separately. Having corn Chex, that's a good time. Peanut butter flavor, I think you can work out pretty well. I don't know if this is necessarily the best peanut butter flavor we've done, but it's definitely not as off-putting as some of the like chocolate peanut butter stuff that hasn't ranked well, like the corn pops and Cheerios. I think I do like the peanut butter taste here a bit more than that, but again, not my favorite peanut butter. But then you're taking that peanut butter taste, that corn Chex taste, and putting them together, and it's just not a great balance, I don't think. The corn Chex is a little too prevalent, and in your brain you're thinking, oh, corn and peanut butter, and that just feels weird as well. So that doesn't really help it, and I don't know, I don't know why they went with corn Chex on this one. It just seems like a weird call to make now, after all these other ones that were rice. Why do corn? I guess the one benefit of using the corn base instead is you get a bit more crunch than the rice Chex, but I don't know if that necessarily outweighs the cost of having the weird flavor mix that you're getting with this. So what I'm going to do is give peanut butter Chex a D, the same rank as the other low flavored Chex, the blueberry, but I think this I would put below the blueberry, despite blueberry not really being a go-to cereal taste for me. I think that's at least like a consistent flavor more than having the weird combination that's going on here, which I'm just going to keep harking on because it's just so odd. So I think that puts this the bottom for me of the flavored Chex, but it still is sort of in the D category because despite it being weird, each of those flavors individually is okay. And again, you got a good piece going on with the corn Chex, so it's not quite the meh that E's are, but it definitely is not as high as the other flavored Chex in that C rank. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and in the comments below, post your general thoughts. Let me know if you've tried peanut butter Chex. I think of the, 9 Chex flavors we've done now, this is the most recent one to come out, so might not have tried it yet. But if you have, let me know what you think. If you also found it weird to sort of combine that Chex corn taste with the peanut butter flavor and it didn't work for you, or maybe the weirdness did work for you, you can sort of tell me about that either way. And if you have a theory for why they chose corn Chex for this over rice Chex like every other time, you can share that as well. But until next time, stay delicious.